Hello everyone, guys, we have so much to talk about in this video, so without any further ado, I'm just gonna jump right into this. There is so much data coming out as to what is about to happen this week and what I'm personally doing with my trade and the update of my current target. Because guys, there is a huge analyst who is currently saying that the Bitcoin price could go to $1 million in the next 90 days. And I want to talk about this, and then I want to offer some insights so you know when you see these kinds of news and people saying all these kinds of things, so you understand what this means and whether you should actually even pay attention to this stuff. So, well, our long trade is pulling in $72,000 of profits. This is a $500,000 trade, so this is really nice. But whether I'm going to be keeping it for much longer, I'm going to discuss once we move to the chart. First, let's talk about the fundamentals and then move on to the actual chart and talk about the chart. Quick reminder though, guys, that the 50% early bird discount on the VIP mastermind that will be happening in Dubai at the end of April is ending pretty much like today in one day. So about 11 seats left. And crypto is accepted, so there is a link to it down in the description of this video if you want to claim one of those VIP live seats for this live mastermind in Dubai, where we're going to be talking about trading, about company formations, mindset, networking, early stage deals, interesting investment opportunities, etc. Live in Dubai, very exclusive, only 21 people. So if you want to join, again, link down in the description. The 50% early bird discount is ending in one day. Okay, so let's get to the juice. And guys, if you appreciate these updates, please hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and also hit that like button, and call me Mr. Spot On down in the comments, because $72,000 profit, that's quite a juicy one. And if you've been following everything I've been saying, you did quite well. And I also did tell you that I'm buying 30 Bitcoin at where? At $17,000. And here is a video if you don't believe me. So, I mean, we're doing really well, exceptionally well. So make sure to subscribe and stay tuned. So, number one, Fed and other central banks are actually set joint liquidity operation. Ooh, this is like Christmas, because this is just screaming Fed pivot and just global pivot, because everybody understands that this shit colonial fiat system is collapsing and they need to save it. So that's why they need to inject liquidity altogether. And look, central banks now, it's not just about US, central banks around the world move to boost flow of cash amid confidence concerns. So, top central banks, faced with the risk of a fast-moving loss of confidence in the stability of the financial system, have moved to bolster the flow of cash around the world, not just United States. In coordination with central banks elsewhere, the US Federal Reserve offered daily currency swaps to ensure banks in Canada, Britain, Japan, Switzerland, and the Eurozone would have the dollars needed to operate. This is so beautiful. I mean, I love to see this burn, baby. So White House actually also is currently pressed to expand the deposit guarantee to steady the banks. So guys, what I'm trying to show you here, that it's far from over. And the banks, they actually need money to survive. And where is this money gonna come from? If it's not gonna come from the taxpayers, then from where? That's right, from the money printer. Right, look at this. It's like to add insult to the injury. Mid-sized US banks ask FDIC to ensure deposits for 2 years. They're like, mid-sized US banks are standing there like, FDIC, excuse me, we have a problem. We also have a problem. Could you please save us? And this is what is, screaming that everything is bad. Look, 886 US banks at risk of failure, similar to Silicon Valley. 186. I mean, do you realize how many trillions of dollars will have to be printed to save this? That, I mean, this kind of a profit on this trade is gonna look like a measly bunch. I mean, it's just peanuts, $73,000 potentially as to what could come out of all of this. I mean, 180. So far, they've printed $300 billion to bail out a few banks, just a few. But it's 186 for the ones that we actually know about. And because of this, Elizabeth Warren has said that Jerome Powell has failed as the Federal Reserve Chair, because this is because of the interest rates going too high and all the banks being invested in the government bonds, in the long-term treasuries, which are just a bigger scam than anything out there. And everybody's invested in the same thing. which because of the higher interest rates now became less valuable, and banks don't have the money that they're supposed to have because according to the law they are supposed to have 0% reserves. I mean, you cannot make this shit up. So for this reason, we're going to get to the chart in just a second, guys. I'm going to be updating my targets, because this cannot just keep happening. And remember, if you want to be seeing all of my personal trades and the trades of my team, go down into the description of this video and join my free Discord channel, because this is where I post all of my trades and the trades of my team with all the descriptions, explanations, etc. All you have to do is join this VIP signal section, and the trade results of our members, there's 30,000 traders you can communicate with right here inside. 70% profit, 150% profit, 40%, 111%. There is, again, this is absolutely free. So if you're not part of this community, number one, you're not making money right now, and number two, you're not part of an incredible community. So join us right now. So, and because of this, right now there are people who are just placing crazy bets on Bitcoin. Wait until you see it. But before I show you this, I wanted to just give you some interesting news that Microsoft is currently stealthily working on Ethereum-based crypto wallet integration for Edge browser. So very bullish for Ethereum, something very interesting to pay attention to. And also a quick reminder about China, that over 80 crypto firms eyeing presence in Hong Kong. And remember that Hong Kong is opening up to institutional crypto thing right now. And also subsequently it's going to go into retail. And mainland China is not opposing it. And in China, after so many lockdowns, people have over $2.4 trillion in savings sitting in their pockets. And Asian pump is a degen pump. Imagine the amount of money is going to be going into it. Imagine the amount of liquidity, global banks, globally, central banks going to be injecting into the system to sustain this unsustainable garbage monetary banking system. And guess where it's going to all go? Well, not all of it, but I mean, a lot of it. And you guessed right, into Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies, baby. So, because of this, there is a huge bet right now of $1 million per Bitcoin because of the current global economic crash. And this guy, so he is former Coinbase CTO, makes a $2 million bet on Bitcoin performance. So his name is Balaji, so whatever, sorry, cannot pronounce, has predicted that Bitcoin will reach 1 million within 90 days due to hyperinflation in the United States. So, and here is, I mean, if you want to read it, you can find this article on Cointelegraph. So basically, he came out and he said that Bitcoin is going to reach $1 million in the next 90 days, and he's betting $1 million or $2 million on this narrative. Is this real? Do I think that Bitcoin is going to go to $1 million? You know, I love this, how these narratives changed at an instant, you know, because of failure of the fiat system and us realizing that crypto is actually the future and the fiat is the scam one, not the crypto system. But let's be honest, there is a guy who is, he's actually rebuttaling this prediction, and he's saying, and it actually kind of makes sense, so for us to calm down a bit and hold our horses, as I like to say. Cohen highlights that the Bitcoin rally from 2020 to 2022 saw a 547% increase, while the 2017 rally, which occurred at much lower prices, only resulted in 1,000% gain. In light of these figures, he's saying that his prediction of a significant leap to 1 million in the next 90 days in such a short time frame seems to be very far-fetched. And, you know, he's giving all these examples right here. And quite frankly, I really agree with him. Because, guys, if you think about this, as of right now, Bitcoin is sitting at about $28,000. And this market cap is of Bitcoin right now of $540 billion. So if it would just suddenly in the next 90 days go to 1 million, the market cap of Bitcoin in just 90 days would come very close to $20 trillion. And it would literally, in terms of the chart, you know what it would look like? It would actually look like something, let's remove auto, let's just do it like this. It would look like a straight line. I mean, is this really realistic? And the answer is absolutely not. Why? Because the total market cap of gold is 14 trillion. So theoretically, I mean, could this happen like financially? The answer is yes, but it takes a lot more time for this kind of amount of money to move into Bitcoin. So I'm thinking, my personal humble opinion, you tell me what do you guys think down in the comment right now. But in my opinion, this is more of a PR stunt because, well, look, we are actually talking right now about former Coinbase CTO and it's going to cost him only $1 million. I mean, even if this bet is even real. So it seems like just a PR stunt. Do I believe that Bitcoin is going to be going to $1 million? The answer is yes. Is it going to be going there in the next 90 days? The answer is goddamn no. I mean, it's impossible for this. I mean, if it's going to go there, I mean, I'll probably retire. buy myself a mega yacht and be somewhere in the Caribbean doing funny stuff. So anyway, what this brings me to the chart, guys. So if we're going to be realistic, what we need to pay attention to is actually the weekly chart and the volume. And look at the volume on Binance and the volume. Finally, we're seeing not huge selling volume like right here because of FTX crash, but a huge buying volume. And this, guys, is what we really want to see technically. This just confirms that there is a lot of money flowing into Bitcoin. Just look at this. We've seen this much volume coming in actually January of 21 when we were actually approaching the all-time high. This is how much volume we're seeing on Binance right now. This is crazy. And also we're going to take a look at the weekly chart in this chart right here. Actually, we finally closed the weekly. Look at this huge candle. And we closed above all possible resistances. So if we're going to take a look at, for example, EMA ribbon, we're going to take a look, I don't know, whatever it was, what was the most important one, 200. Also, and just EMA ribbon itself, oh, well, actually, it includes the same one, so excuse me. So we're going to see that we actually, in the weekly, we are seeing this kind of a pivotal moment for Bitcoin, like we've seen in so many other instances, because this just shows the momentum. Again, this is just a price model. This just shows the momentum. And understanding how much money there's going to be going into the global liquidity from China, Japan, global banks, Hong Kong and China just opening up to crypto in general, and all other reasons as to why probably Fed is going to even potentially pivot this year very soon. This, guys, could have been the last chance to buy Bitcoin lower. Now, as for my target, guys, certainly I'm not increasing it to $1 million. So for this long trade, with this huge profit that we have already, I am increasing my price target, but I'm going to be increasing it only after I'm going to see Fed meeting and the decision on the interest rates on Wednesday. So until then, my target stays $30,000 per Bitcoin for this whole trade. And we've taken our profits along the way, so we already, even if it crashes, we'll still make money on this trade, so which is freaking amazing. So this is what I've told you about. Take some profits along the way. And as for me, I really want to see what's going to happen on Wednesday. And if we're going to see no interest rates, no hike, or it's going to be a small one, 25 basis points, I'd be increasing my target for at least $40,000 to $50,000 per Bitcoin in the short-term perspective. I think that this is a bit more reasonable than $1 million per Bitcoin in the next 90 days. But certainly, anything can change. I'm going to keep you guys updated. So subscribe and hit that notification bell. But this weekly close makes me very happy. But we'll see what's going to happen. Again, check out this quick tutorial as to how to trade Bitcoin with proper risk and money management. And as always, stay smart, stay rich. Peace and love. Thomas Krallo. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.